stuff. Come on, Sparky, come on. It is a very, very blustery day today. It feels very, very autumnal, and it is on the cusp of like a bit of cold. So it's almost like a temperature dropped. When we were running this morning, it was about 13 degrees. So it definitely feels like there is a change afoot in the air. And I have to say, I'm not mad about it. Although I am mad about that hair. Now, don't have a look at the leggings. I was trying to be very quick this morning, but I am breaking in finally my Fairfax and Favour Explorer boots after Carrie telling me how comfortable they are. I have to say, on first input of my foot, the initial sort of wearing is comfortable too. They've got memory foam inner soles, so it's just more breaking in the leather and getting it more supple and movable, but they're not painful at all. It's been an hour's dog walk and I feel like they're doing really well. I've also got my little Holland Cooper bag, which is so great for just like throwing everything in when you're on a single parent dog walk. And it's a very, very pretty morning despite it being grey and slightly damp. I've gone straight from this morning's dog walk to this evening, but I'm just getting my house back to myself. Although Ali is getting home this evening. Ali's been at a stag do where he is the best man, and I'm very excited for him to be home. But I've just been non-stop today, absolutely non-stop. For me, work gets really busy around each change of the season. So, and I really love that as well, because it feels like it's a lot of freshness as the season changes. And there's been so many new items arriving. And I also did an H&M order. I've got to show you some of the bits. I will show you, I will get to it. These trousers being one of them. They're like one of my favourite styles from H&M. They are like, honestly, the best, most comfortable trousers. They've got like a slight elasticated waistband. I go for a size 6 in these so that there's a bit more room so that I'm comfortable. I wear them at home, I wear them like to go out and about, I wear them tucked into boots, I wear them with ballet flats. Honestly, game changer. I've actually ordered them in ivory and black as well. These are their new chocolate colour, but this is the exact same shape as the linen ones that I wear all summer long. And for me, this is like my style in a nutshell. I love it so much. And then look at it when you add like Merlot tones. I am just so ready for like my autumn winter style. You have no idea. In fact, I kind of spoke about this, I think in a previous vlog, but like when I went to Scotland in December, I have to express this, but like my whole outlook on style and fashion changed. I really admire people that like show up on the internet with their own personal style, which is very like individual to them. You know, people like Sammy Jeffcoat, I think like Erica Davies, like those kinds of people that show up online and they just have their style and they're completely confident in it. I honestly like admire and respect people that do that so much. I have been definitely learning like what my home feels like when it comes to style over the last few years. And there's been a lot of like, not guilt, maybe like it's like embarrassment, because I think for a while a lot of people were like saying things and like making fun of me and pointing and laughing. I think I remember when I did Grace Beverley's podcast and someone was like, why is she dressed like she's going on a hunt? Over the years I've kind of been like doing a lot of research and like learning how to just exist and be happy and have your style and not worry when people like maybe don't get it or think something about it. I've had to like go on a bit of a journey with that. And until you reach the point where you're like, no, I'm really comfortable and like I care more about how I feel than what you think and what other people think. And that's not something that you're just taught. Like, I'm in awe of people that just do that and have existed like that and were like taught that from a young age, or they just knew that about themselves. And so when I was in Scotland last year, it was really like a turning point for me, where I was like, no, this style, wearing really like wonderful British wools, tweeds, tailoring, craftsmanship, but not just that. Like, I love that high-low vibe in really like love high-low fashion, like that mix of when you've got something really beautifully made alongside something that you're like, oh yeah, this is like a workhorse, these trousers. First of all, I'm definitely not the only person that likes this stuff. For a long time, I think I felt like I was like, am I the only person? And then this year, I definitely think like looking at Jules's autumn winter collection and like seeing the Ralph Lauren stuff really getting like that resurgence, neck scarves, wools, tailoring, all of the things that I really love, getting that sort of backing. This is my roundabout like way of saying that, like, I really am leaning so heavily into everything that I have loved for such a long time this season. Like, so much wool, so much tweed, so much tartan, you have no idea. And I'm really, really excited about it. I think these trousers are going to actually go really, really well with them. I currently have 3 brand spanking new Holland Cooper blazers just eyeing me up there. I'm actually going to Scotland this week and they have to come with me. This one in particular, because I just think, well, actually, I'm not even supposed to be showing you these, but I'm showing you them anyway because I feel like I don't want you to miss out on them, but like with these, this is a perfect high-low outfit in my humble opinion. This Holland Cooper blazer with this like dramatic houndstooth finish, which perfectly complements the colour of these trousers, but then the pop of red, I'm so sorry, but this is my outfit for travelling day. This is what I'm wearing. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. So this has basically been my day. I've been rummaging through the rails, seeing what's new in for this autumn winter from like my favourite brands, because they all arrive at this time of year and it's very, very exciting for me. So I just thought I'd show you this little, I'll show you another sneak peek as well. Can't just leave you with one Holland Cooper blazer. Of course not. Now, the one I just showed you is a bit more structured. So what I've realised is they have almost like 2 sort of weights of wool, and this is a little bit more supple, a little bit softer. I think you could wear it a little bit more casual. Now, I don't know if it goes with these trousers because this is a bit more of a warmer tone, although it does have this tone running through the tweed. So I don't know, you'll have to let me know. There might be too many colours going on, but again, maybe if we change the trousers with the really gorgeous Merlot colour running through the blazer like that, alongside these accessories, I'm in love. So I'm not showing you anymore, okay? I'm not showing you anymore. But that was basically what I was coming on here to tell you. I've just been, honestly, like it's been a celebration of British style in my dressing room today, and it has got me feeling so blooming autumnal. And I said it, I said the A word. But no, what I hope for is that I hope that you go on that journey too. I know most of you will probably be there because I think it's very different when you don't live like life in front of hundreds of thousands of people that have a lot of opinions. It's taken me a long time to be able to like decipher what makes me happy and what would be me making up someone that I don't know comfortable with how I dress. Do you know what I mean? Very bizarre. It's been a nice journey though. It has been a nice journey. It really is like it feels like a really lovely confidence where you're like, no, I'm not wearing this because I want you to think I'm cool. I'm wearing this because when I put it on, I feel different. I walk different. I stand a little bit taller, or I feel a little bit more confident when I'm going into a meeting or a event, or just going somewhere lovely, you get to a point where you're like, why am I doing this? And when you can answer that in a confident way, you're like, no, I know why I'm doing it, and I'm doing it for me. And then when people have those opinions that like people have had about the way that I dress. But so basically this is just me managing your expectations that Lord of the Manor Chic this is Lord of the Manor Chic autumn, okay? That is what it's going to be. I've also booked in to have my hair done as well, so I'm going to see Imi in a week or two, so we're not going to like reverse balayage or anything like that, but we're just going to like soften the blonde for autumn, just so it's more of like a, I don't know, like a sun-kissed, expensive brunette, like not too brunette though. I still want that brightness that I feel definitely softens me and the way that I look. But I've booked in for my autumn hair, which is so lovely. I'm currently resisting all of the autumn nails because I've obviously gone back to natural. So yes, that's a big thing that I'm all I want to do is go and get Chanel Rouge Noir everywhere. But I'm also seeing all of these lovely like warm tones, but I'm just like, I really like this feels very nice and uncomplicated. And I think once I start getting into those tones, like unless I'm wearing like my Rouge H bag, it sort of gets into that realm of like, no, I don't think it'll go with my outfit. Whereas this, I never have to worry, never. We also have a very, very exciting delivery in the hallway currently, which is on a very precarious tilt. This is our toilet. Our new toilet for essentially the main bathroom downstairs. And if I could do it all again in this house, especially this bathroom, I would put a Thomas Crapper high cistern toilet and sink in here. Thomas Crapper, obviously you've heard the saying, you know, well, you might not have if you're not from England, but in England, we have a saying. What are you looking at? We have a saying, it's like, you know, what a load of crap. And he's talking crap or whatever. And it alludes to number twos. And it derives from Thomas Crapper, because Thomas Crapper is a toilet brand. And it came from basically, you know, I'm going to take a crap. So if I could do it all again, I think that that's the brand that I would put in all the bathrooms in my house. But I knew that if we were doing like the main bathroom, this just looks so lovely. So it's a porcelain high cistern toilet that will sit alongside either a Thomas Crapper sink, or we're going to reclaim a Belfast sink from somewhere, and then we have a different bath coming from somewhere else. I don't know if I'll even be able to show you in this vlog, but if there is one toilet brand that I could like say is my favourite of them all, it's Thomas Crapper, and I'm so excited. I don't think I've ever been so excited to have a toilet. It's the weird things that get me very excited in life, and a Thomas Crapper toilet is one of them. Now we've all had dinner, haven't we, Barclay? Barclay gets very, very perturbed until he's had his evening meal. So we all had dinner together, Barclay and Porter, Lumi and myself. And I think now what my plan of action is to start planning for my autumn like decor. Because if you don't know, I know we spoke about it, but I kind of decorate for like all of the seasons, and it's something that brings me a lot of joy. It's something I didn't know was a thing when I started doing it. And it's, I can take my shoes off and sit down and have a bit of a chat. And it's one of those things that I brought a lot more joy into my life, except for you boys. You've brought a lot of joy into my life too. But I really enjoy the whole process of like planning and thinking about it, and just giving my home a new lease of life. Please don't do this on camera, boys. It's really, really gross. And because this month has been shoot after shoot after shoot, I almost thought I might be a little bit like exhausted with the whole concept of decorating, but I'm not. Actually, I found myself very, very inspired because the oak leaves that I showed you in my last vlog that Gemma brought over for the Christmas install that we did, they actually sold out over the weekend, but I did message her and say, I'm really inspired by these. I feel like I want more of them in the house, especially because the main sort of vista of our kitchen is over an oak tree in our garden. So I wanted to sit down and start planning my autumn winter decor, and I feel like this is a good spot for me to explain like what my approach to autumn is when it comes to decor, because I often I love that people decorate however they want to decorate, okay, and whatever they want to do. I think I have a bit of a different approach, especially like a different approach that I've now evolved over the years. When I first started out, I think one of the main places I would head to was like Home Sense, and I'd pick up a very like pumpkin-y kind of candle. That's not necessarily my style now. I still think it is so lovely, and please, no shade or anything. I love for you to just decorate however you want to. I now focus more on like what natural things I can use in the house. So whether that's like potted plants that you'll see generally occurring in the landscape at this time of year, whether that's preserved leaves. I'm so sorry. This is what Barclay gets like. Whether it's preserved leaves from like beech trees and things like that, because we have a number of topiaries that like turn a really lovely shade of golden amber in the winter. So bringing that inside, thinking a lot more of like natural colours, so like what's on the fields, what's on the landscape, and bringing that inside is like my inspiration. So berries, you know, we did blackberries on the tablescape last year. I love it. And the same thing when it comes to like candles. So you won't necessarily see like ceramic pumpkins or anything like that in what I do. Last year I had these wonderful like natural jute pumpkins, which I thought was so lovely. If you maybe don't want to go and have like real pumpkins, I'll also use pumpkins from my garden and go to the pumpkin patch, because my favourite thing to use will always be real pumpkins. Anything that is like real, anything that I can grow in my garden and bring those things inside is my absolute favourite. And so if you've got like a pumpkin patch near you, you can go and select ones like knobbly gourds. Oh, so sorry, that was my neighbour popping round to pick up some cat food, because there's a poorly hedgehog on the lane. As I was saying, I really love a tablescape full full of like gourds and pumpkins and crown prints and that kind of thing, and that gives it almost like a sort of farm shop feel. And then when it comes to candles, I don't really go for like anything pumpkin spice. I think it's probably quite sweet for me. I really like things that maybe focus more around wood smoke, berries, that kind of thing, to give me more of like a feeling of coziness. I love the smell of like actual wood smoke, and so incorporating that is really important. And then obviously I've told you about my autumn playlist, but also I didn't realise I had like a bit of a rule, because I start feeling very autumn and very autumnal at the 1st of September always. But in terms of decorating and getting my decor going, I generally wait till a little bit closer to the autumn equinox. So thankfully, despite having planned 3 shoots in my house and had the house decorated for them, I am not tired of decorating my home still, nearly 7 years on. And I am going to be planning for that. So the things I want to think about is the garland over the fire. Am I going to do an autumn garland this year? Because I almost feel like just having oak leaves over the fireplace would be wonderful. But then I'm also thinking of like an oak garland over the cooker instead of the hops, because obviously the kitchen overlooks the oak tree. And I'm almost thinking like a preserved vase of oak leaves on the table. It's going to be an oaky autumn, but I really love it when I find something that like gives me inspiration for the decor for that season. Like if there's one thing, last year it was very much blackberries that were like my real inspirational foliage. This year The fact that Gemma found preserved oak leaves, I actually don't think I could have asked for anything better. And it's one of those things that as well you can keep. I mean, they always say that they last for up to a year. That's just to cover their backs. I've got some of Gemma's preserved foliage that's still 3 years on is working beautifully. And you can use that throughout the seasons as well. So yeah, I'm gonna light my Jo Malone Wild Berry and Bramble candle. And I'm going to sit with a book and with a notepad, and I'm just going to write down all of my inspiration for the coming decor of the season, how I want my home to feel, and all of that kind of stuff. So I hope you'll join me. Grab a pen, grab some paper, pop on your favourite autumn playlist, whatever that may be, and start jotting down all of the things that you sort of want to incorporate into making your home feel a bit cosy, so that when it's getting darker and bleaker and a little bit more wintry, you've created a space inside your home that feels lovely to retreat into. Lots of blankets, and again, when it comes to blankets, I'm very much like a wool blanket girl, so I would definitely suggest just grabbing a pen, grabbing paper, snuggling down. You can make yourself a cup of whatever you like. I'm not really a pumpkin spice latte kind of girl. I am more of an Earl Grey and a teaspoon of honey kind of girl. So that's probably what I'm gonna make and get cracking on the plan. You two are not particularly autumnal, although you do look like a little dumpling. A little autumn dumpling, Porty. We have just been sitting on the sofa as a whole family, and as soon as I stand up, Barkley wants to just do things to his brother, like rest his snoot on his chin. Right, I'm going to get myself ready for bed because I've got an early start. The autumn pyjamas are on and the autumn skincare is about to begin, because if you haven't noticed, I haven't worn fake tan for a very, very, very long time, because my main focus nowadays is the condition of my skin. Wearing no makeup, or whether I'm wearing makeup, I'm like at that point where I feel lovely doing both. That has been a long journey, but a wonderful one. And one of the products that I owe probably the most to my skincare journey is the ceramide range from Elizabeth Arden. And I love being able to talk to you about products that really don't need me to say much about them, because Elizabeth Arden have been reigning in the, like, reigning champions in the beauty world for decades, literally decades. They've been empowering, championing women throughout that time, and if there's one thing I always refer to, it's that if Elizabeth Arden is in my beauty box, if there's any product in there that might have gone in there, there will be a scrum of people fighting over that product. But there is literally no other brand that I know of that does all that they do for women, but also develops products, uses ingredients that simply nobody else has access to. And when they launched their retinol and HPR water cream, gosh, it must be like 1.5 years ago. I will always say this, I have never seen a response like the response I saw to this product. Like, we all went on this trip. There was loads of us, and everyone was like, this product is literally the answer to our prayers. If you've ever wanted the effects of retinol, which retinol is literally the only product that is scientifically proven to combat the signs of aging. So retinol is like a fundamental in your beauty routine. But if you've ever used retinol, you'll know that often it is a balancing act, and you can very easily end up with a lot of like redness, soreness, sometimes even burns. If you just don't get the usage quite right, you never have to worry about this with the retinol and HPR water cream, because this is all of the beauty of retinol on your skin. You'll see it. I always think that when I watch my videos, I'm like, goodness me, Lydia, your skin looks lovely. And it is literally this product that makes that shininess, that dewiness, but also that smoothed and perfected look that I get to my skin, it is all from this product. It's almost like a vote of confidence when you find a product that you know is going to have the effects that you want on your skin, that brightness, that dewiness, that smoothed and perfected look, but it isn't going to damage your skin's barrier either, because the ceramide that is in this, which is all part of their ceramides range, the ceramide is like the secret ingredient that I don't think you know that you need, but you definitely do need, because as someone who has had perioral dermatitis and experienced the difficulties with that, when I use products, I need to know that I'm looking after my skin's like barrier and protection, and that is what the ceramide is. It makes powerful products gentle, and it's an absolute game changer if you want all of the beauty of skincare but without the downtime. Before I go any further, I've got a discount code. It is Lydia20. It'll get you 20% off all of the entire ceramide range as well. Can't get my words out, I'm so excited. All of the entire ceramide range as well, which I believe includes my advanced ceramide moisturizer. So I'll link everything down below that I love. This is like what I use in the morning, but you can use this in the morning if you want like a double whammy. I prefer to use this at night time, and then every so often I will go in with the Retinol HPR capsules. So these are ceramide capsules. So these are like a more intense dose than the HPR water cream. But what this does is it penetrates deeper as well into your skin's barrier and layer. So it makes the effects, it's almost like adding a sort of oomph. So I'll use these if I before I go on holiday. I'll almost do like an intensive treatment, so that when I'm building up to something that I know I'm not going to be wearing as much makeup on, I want my skin to do its thing, I'll do that. If I've got an event, I'll do it in the run up to my event. And then on a weekly basis, it'll sort of be as and when I think my skin needs a little bit more, because obviously they're capsules. I don't want to be wasteful with them. So I want to ensure that I'm getting that extra dose without just using products unnecessarily, and also giving my skin like breaks to know what works best for my skin. So this is really great for like almost adding an extra sprinkle of the effects of retinol and HPR to your skincare routine. What I also love is that it's not just me that loves them. These products have won 13 beauty awards. So I love it when they've got these accolades to just back up how incredible they are and how many people have experienced the incredible benefits. I always love as well that they have stats to back up the effects of what their products do, because I think that is also super important. They do lots of consumer trials and testing to be able to come to the market with something that they can actually say, no, but look, this is what it does, and this is what you can expect to see. What I love with these as well is that the capsule is completely biodegradable. It's also got, it's like air sealed in there, so it's got a higher potency, it's got the perfect dose, and all of the ingredients in here are pure as well. So it's literally just, you twist off the cap like this, pop into your hand. I get literally every last drop out. And because it's got the ceramide in it, it has that wonderful like cashmere feeling on your skin. So it's not like, you know, sometimes when you put on like actives, you put them on and you can almost feel the dryness and the product almost resurfacing your skin as you put it on. With this, it feels like you're popping cashmere on. It is an indulgent and enjoyable experience as well. So I pop that on and let it do its thing. Obviously all down the neck, as far as it will go, to be honest. Pop it on the backs of my hands as well. But the stats say if you use the capsules and the water cream together, you can expect to see visibly reduced wrinkles in 1 week. The water cream, after 1 week, 97% of women agreed skin looked smoother. After 1 month, 100% of women agreed that skin looked firmer and reduced in lines and wrinkles. And then the capsules, it says after 1 capsule, 98% agreed skin feels smoother and overall appearance of skin was improved. 1 capsule. So this is what I mean. It's not something that I feel like needs to be done every day. So if you're worried about like the cost of things, these are going to last you. You can kind of spread them out throughout your skincare routine. I don't think you need to use this every single day. So if you want like something that's like your workhorse when it comes to skincare, that's gonna do so much, it really like has a wide breadth. You can use it in the morning, you can use it in the evening. Your skin feels hydrated, it looks beautiful, it leaves a really beautiful sheen on your skin as well. Workhorse. When you want to amp things up a little bit, you can pop one of these into the mix, and instantly after one capsule you can expect to see incredible results. That's what I love. So my discount code is Lydia20. It'll get you 20% off. What I love as well is that a lot of their products almost feel like they do more than just one thing, like more than what they say they do on the tin. Like my advanced ceramide to me is like super rich, super hydrating, but also has this almost radiance to it. Another product that I feel I get so much more for my money from, and get beautiful products and confidence in what they'll do. Once I've let this all sink into my face, I'm gonna go in with the HPR cream. This has this really like almost, because it's a water cream, it's almost got a sort of thick jelly-like consistency to it. And it feels hydrating, so you're going to bed feeling like you've got hydration, bounce, dewiness. You're going to bed with a drink on your face is what I feel like. And you wake up the next day to blooming beautiful skin, and I absolutely love that. And it's just a joy for me to get to work with this brand, because their products do most of the hard work for me, and I just get to tell you about them. So many of you enjoy the products too, and that is something that I love, being able to bring these offers so that you can shop things with maybe a little bit of savings here and there. But like I said, my discount code is live until the 26th of September, so you've got 2 weeks to use this. So maybe if you get them and you love them and you think, do you know what, my mum's gonna love this, or if you want to stock up early on Christmas presents, if your mum, whoever in your life enjoys Arden products, this is such a great opportunity to like get ahead. And yes, I did drop the C-bomb. I think I'm still affected by having my trees up, okay, but I am so far ahead on my Christmas to-do list, you have no idea. Hopefully that's helpful. I'm gonna get into bed now because I've got Pilates in the morning, and I need my beauty sleep. Oh, you need your beauty sleep too? I'm coming. Well, Mr. Millen Gordon has returned from his travels and straight away unpacked my new toilet, and it has made me so happy. Look at this, this like Bordeaux colour. I can't believe I'm showing you my toilet, but it's not been used, so I can show you this. But the details of this toilet is what made me so excited. So it's in this like Bordeaux colour here on the rim. It says the Venerable, and I'm guessing that's the style of the toilet. But then also look at this detail at the back. Thomas Crapper and Company, made in Great Britain. That was one of the things that we were super excited about. And then we've gone for the porcelain cistern. We were going to go for the steel, but we were worried that it was a bit too shiny. We have a tin bathtub coming, and we felt like the steel would just be a little bit too shiny. So we've gone for the high cistern with the wooden brackets and the slightly smaller branding detail. But this is such a treat, this toilet. Oh my goodness. I am actually still in my Pilates gear, but I have just done my makeup. But I have to tell you, my favourite like autumnal lip at the moment is Rose Thorn from my collaboration with Swede, and a layer of Elizabeth Arden 8 Hour. It is just like, it's the perfect sort of like your lips, but like deeper, and then really like lustrous with the 8 Hour. Oh gosh, it's so good. Look at that. And I love the fact that it's the 8 Hour cream, so it's actually like good and nourishing for your lips. Absolute #1 combination at the moment. But what I wanted to show you was my cardigan for Pilates today. And people lost their marbles when I wore this on my Instagram. When I wore this on my Instagram last week, people were like, where is that cardigan from? Because for me, like, Pilates is like that feminine energy that I absolutely love, and I love feeling like very ballet-esque when I'm doing it. I mean, Claire, my instructor, will obviously be like, Lydia, you are the least ballet person ever, when I'm like, oh, but I like feeling like it. So getting dressed is, like, for my Pilates twice a week is like my favorite thing. And I really wanted to get some ballet cardigans, so I wanted to show you these from my first H&M haul, because this, like, it's sort of like a purpley chocolatey brown. It goes with so many different things, like so many of the different sets that I have. So this is like a muddy green set, but I wore it with a sort of like grey chocolate blue. It sounds really weird, but I've got this set that's like that colour, and this looked so nice with it. I also have 2 others, so I'm gonna go grab those. I'm gonna try on I've got like a bluey colour, and then I've also got a grey. So this blue is like the same, oh, where did we go? This blue is kind of like the same version of this one. And what you'll notice is they don't have like holes in the side. It really is just like almost like a nonchalant wrap around to make it stay. And then this grey one is slightly different, I think. This is so soft and warm, and these colours are so gorgeous. But what I'm gonna need is for brands that are making like Pilates gear and like bar gear and ballet gear and things like that, to start bringing out the socks. You know, like the strap, I wear like the ballet socks, and I need them to match my outfits. I'm not okay with this like random colour of sock. It's just not the vibe, guys, okay? So if you're gonna do cardigans like this, why don't you bring out the matching socks? Oh, I like this blue. This blue is like a bit different, isn't it? So you see, you just wrap it round and tie it at the front like this. And I love it. So this would go really nice with like more neutral tones as well. You can obviously like go off the shoulders or whatever, but because this is so warm, it's a great like transitional workout thing, because I get cold. And so I want something that's gonna keep me warm, but isn't gonna be like over like bearing in any way, shape or form. So love this. This is the blue, both from H&M. And then the grey is different. But I think the grey will be quite like universal, but it's like a different material. I am gonna keep all of these because the amount that I work out at the moment, I get to play around a lot with my like outfit. So this is like different. This isn't as warm and as soft. This is a bit more like sheer. But oh, this is a bit more cropped, this one. So this, imagine this with like a pink, like a muddy pink outfit. I mean, it looks lovely with this too, but we just need the matching socks, please. H&M, could we just do that? Could we just do that? Just like matching strappy ballet socks with the grippy bits on the bottom, because then you've got that connection. So grey, and then you've got the matching set, and then you'd have your matching socks. I'd love that, absolutely love that. Just putting it out there in the universe. Okay, with this one, you're just gonna have to bear with me, okay? Because it is so see-through. It looks like, almost like, you know when men wear those like sheer shirts and they're like unbuttoned down to here? It feels like that. I've got a Perk by Kate bra underneath, so don't worry. But this was like a huge error. I don't know whether this is like a fit issue or whether this is like a me issue, but I ordered my usual size, and this is so small. It is like cutting right up here. It's like a crop top, and I don't think it's supposed to be. And of course, I ordered all of the basic colours in this. This was like an attempt to take the cleanliness of style at the moment. There's a lot of like clean cut tailoring. It's very like minimalist and simple, but try and apply that to the realms of my style, where I like a bit more shape, a bit more like traditional, almost like vintage 1940s styles, and make it a little bit more modern. This was my attempt at that, and I have failed. So all 3 of these, I got it in black, and I got it in ivory, and I got it in this Merlot colour. I also went for a t-shirt as well. I don't think this is the t-shirt for me either, because I can very well see that that is also very sheer and very small. Fail on these ones, not going to try them on, because I just don't think that this is what we're looking for, nor the quality that I was hoping for. Okay, I think I kind of love this colour. Like, when I say kind of, I mean like really, really love it. It's so romantic. It feels kind of Chloe-esque, but still feels like a little bit richer than that. I've gone for like a really like effortless hairdo, and everyone's going for like plaits and things like that at the moment. I'm determined to bring back the topsy tail, because the topsy tail is the unsung hero if you can't do a plait. And it works really well for like my hair type, and it's actually just really easy to do, which I love. I've actually teamed this with white jeans, but I feel like with some tailored trousers, this would add that femininity that I was talking about when I was putting on the skirt, like wanting that little bit of detail that adds that feminine touch rather than everything being so clean cut. So I think this with trousers would be really nice too. I've gone for like Merlot accessories, even though this is a bit different. This is a bit more pinky. I'm kind of obsessed. I also really badly want to go for a millennial tuck, but I'm not going to. I'm fighting that urge. But yeah, I think this with some like crop trousers or something. What do you think? But also for like a day-to-day outfit, this just feels really lovely and like sheer and light, but you can also add a layer underneath if you want to. The pussy bow is really pretty and it just kind of hangs at the back. So I think you could go for quite a like loose trouser if you wanted to as well, and go for a bit more effortless, but I'm loving the hair. I've popped in a little sapphire gold hair accessory thingy that I bought the other day, and if you can see it there, I think it's really cute. I like it. But it also comes in this like off-white kind of ivory colour as well, which I feel could be equally lovely and soft with those richer tones too. Should we try this with some trousers? Let's try it with some trousers. Okay, I had to try it on with the trousers. These are actually some Lily silk trousers, and this is a hack. If you bought these trousers and they were too short, because I've had these in my wardrobe for a while and they were a bit too short for me, there's actually a turn up on them. Claudia told me about this because she got them. She unpicked the turn up, and once what you are left with is like the perfect trousers. They are so comfortable and so pretty, and I thought that these were the perfect option to go with actually this colour as well. Then accessories wise, I've gone for a Nata Hermes belt and some custom Emmy London ballet flats, and then kept those rich tones as well. But I could also go for like an ivory bag and instead go for like Merlot shoes, but I really like this. I'm going to try this with the other colour as well, so bear with. Okay, this is it untucked in the ivory colour, so it's a little bit like softer than the ivory of the silk trousers, but I feel like in this colour it feels a little bit more romantic to wear it untucked because there's so much beautiful fabric. But let me know if it's like completely like let me know if it's completely drowning me. I feel like I always know when I look back. My biggest tip is to say film yourself in your outfits, because I feel like that's when I can see whether something actually looks good on me. I'll often watch these videos back and I'll be in complete agreement when I'm watching them back, like, oh yeah, no, that doesn't work. So I'm going to tuck it in with you right now, and so you can see both ways. I think it gives it a more refined look to tuck it in and lets the sleeves have all the drama. I really should have steamed these trousers, but you know. And I need to put an extra hole in this belt as well. So another little hack: buy yourself a belt puncher. You can get them literally anywhere. They are such a good thing to have. Well, this belt is way too big for me, but this is so pretty. I love this. This is such a great outfit if you're going somewhere and you want to look lovely, but you also just want to be like, I don't know, not overdressed. I have a load of things that I'm like, I want you to know that I've made an effort and that I'm like making an effort to come, but I also don't want to look odd. Does that make sense? So this is a really good outfit option. Obviously I would tuck it in properly and do everything properly because the bow is a little bit skewered. But I think this is gorge. Love this. I do have a pair of trousers similar, so I might actually try the trousers that are similar to these on as well. I think these trousers are a prime example of how you can't just change the trousers of an outfit and it work. I don't like these trousers at all. I think that they're the wrong length as well. If I stand back here, you know when something is like about 2 centimeters too high off of the heel of the shoe, so they look and hang strange, and they're also quite itchy as well. So, but the only thing is that I always say this, and then I look back and I'm like, oh, it did work. Why did it not work in the mirror? And why did it work on camera? Bizarre. Anyway, but I don't know. They feel wrong. Which I love, because I've got another H&M box that I'm going to get in now, and I am sending so much of that order back that this one will be very interesting to get into. The trousers that I was wearing yesterday, I bought in black. Even though I have a pair of wonderful black trousers, they're so smart that I feel strange wearing them at home. So these for me are like that would look really nice, like the black with the ivory. This is just not, this is just is. So these are the same as the ones yesterday, but for reference I take a size UK 6 in those. I feel like they have a nice amount of space at the waist for comfort, so it feels like you're just wearing tracksuit bottoms. So I got them in the black. I'll try them on. Oh, I would never normally do this, but I've ordered a belt from H&M because I cannot for the life of me find a Rouge H belt. Oh my gosh. I've not been able to find a Rouge H belt to go with my Birkin, and I think I've blooming found it at H&M and it's got an H on it. I just can't go. This is so funny. It's actually identical, just different leathers. I mean, I don't know even if this is leather. Is it leather? It's not leather, surely not. Can't be leather. No, this is not leather. I mean, it doesn't smell terrible, but I don't know how I feel about that, but it is perfect. These are the ivory version of the trousers. They're kind of like, not ivory, but they like a cool ivory, which I love, really. Love the shade. And then this dress felt like a trois de jouy, but I think it has a drop waist, which I'm not too certain about. But I love this. Imagine this, oh my gosh, with this colour. Okay, we're trying them on. Yeah, this just isn't working for me. I think it's too big on the shoulders, so it makes me look really broad. There's nothing that you can do really. It's like completely drop waist, and it just, I love the fabric though. Oh, like all of the trees on this. Sorry, battery ran out, but this is the most beautiful fabric, and I'm just very sad that it does not suit my shape. You just know that this will look so good on someone else, but just not on me. Like even the, yeah, just. I couldn't even work out what shoes to put with it, unfortunately. So sad. Oh, I really like this one. Oh, sad times. Okay, we're going to have to ignore the fact that I am not wearing a bra. Oh my gosh. This is such a wonderful outfit. These are the H&M trousers. I paired it with a Theory top. Absolute identical colour match. So wonderful for like a monotone look like this. I think this looks so elevated, but you can obviously like add different colours in if you want to. If you want like a little, oh, where's my hair down my back? If you want to add a little bit of autumn. This is another H&M jumper, but I think I'm going to send it back. I don't know. It's not one that I think I would wear as such, but like, it's so pretty, like this. So you could add a little bit of something like that. You could obviously go for Merlot shoes if you wanted to, but I feel like the jumper's a bit oversized, so it sits funny when you put it over your shoulders. You kind of need it to sit up like a collar, but I think this is just too big for what. Maybe you could do it as like a shawl, kind of like that. I don't know, but it's a bit itchy as well, so I think I'm going to send that back. I haven't tried the belt yet though. It's very nice. I actually can't believe. This is like pushing my high-low limits here, because usually I'm like, no, we get the leather accessories, good quality, but in all honesty, I've just not been able to get the accessory that I wanted in the quality that I wanted. So when I saw this, I thought I'll try it, but I don't have high hopes. Now it will need holes, but I definitely feel less guilty putting holes in this. This is one of those outfits that you take a picture of and remind yourself of when you want an effortless outfit that you feel like lovely and put together in. This is one of them. I should have steamed it. It would have looked way better if it had been steamed. I love it with the hair as well. So that's that. So happy I got these trousers. They need to have like a proper steam. Okay, I'm getting a bit excited here. But this was a coat that I bought from Marcella London. And I almost sent this back, and now I feel like I've got the perfect like monochrome outfit to wear it with. Now I think in autumn you'd probably wear it with the scarf, because it's got this like attached scarf, and I think I'd probably wear it just a bit more like drapey, like this. Always feels a bit cardigan-esque. I think that's really, really nice. But then obviously as it gets colder, you have the scarf, which this is a very like Grace Kelly style coat, and it was what attracted me to it. Now, do I think that I could definitely have it smaller? Yes, which is bizarre because my shoulders are usually the widest point, but perhaps, I don't know if it's meant to be a bit drop sleeve. It just feels like it's neither here nor there at the moment, but it's such incredible quality in terms of fabric, and when you wear it like this, it just looks so elevated. So I've got Theory top, H&M trousers. These are custom Emmy London shoes. Now I would say that the leather of these ones is very, very delicate. So I have to be careful when I wear these. And then the Marcella coat. So it's a real like mix of budgets, because these trousers I think are like 20 quid, 20 or 30 quid, but they are the best fit, and everything else is just kind of like carefully selected, which to me works really well. Love this. Oh, I also want to try this outfit on with a Holland Cooper blazer, so bear with me. I know I'm not supposed to be showing you this, okay? But this is when I think that, like, sometimes I think people look at the Holland Cooper suits and they don't see how, like, as a suit, it's really impactful. So if you go to, like, elevated events and you want to wear a suit that has almost a little bit of, like, opulence to it, having a Holland Cooper suit is really, really, like, useful, because then also you can break down the components. Like the blazers, I definitely think is one of those things that you will always get so much wear out of, and with an outfit like this blazer to me is like perfect, because it adds that intrigue and that detail and that like depth, and it becomes the main focus of the outfit, whilst still keeping everything like in tone, I guess. Love this so much. Wow, wow, wow. And you can also obviously like crop up the arms. So yeah, if you ever look at like Holland Cooper tailoring and you think, oh, I'm not sure, broken down with an outfit like this, it instantly injects a little bit of personality, which I think is so good. So love this so much. Oh my goodness. And of course, if you don't want to go for like a theatrical autumnal pop, you can just go for an ivory bag. Really simple, really classic. Very demure. I'm stopping now, I'm stopping.
This little munchkin has kept me company. I've just been on a call with my life coach Jacqueline, and she has slept on my lap the entire time. I'm about to go downstairs and have dinner, but one thing I've learned is that like life coaching is one of the most humbling experiences, because like I've just done this video on my YouTube channel, which you might have seen, my Q&A, where I'm like, I really feel like I've communicated and talked quite a lot about things, but like so quickly you can find yourself in a situation where you're like, I want to delve deeper into this and I want to learn more. And it's so funny because I used to put up such like a fight with Jacqueline all the time, and not like an aggressive fight, but like I would argue my points with her, and now I'm just in this wonderful acceptance and I'm like, right, so where do we go from here? Because I know that every time I get to a point where I think there's something for me to learn or improve here, and I go to her, I know that the processes that we go through will lead me to a space that makes my life better. And so I no longer feel the need or the knee jerk to like argue or prove my point or I'll question, obviously, because I think questioning things is really like important, but what I go through with her, I always know that it will make my life more peaceful, because even though I find myself in a much more peaceful life than I used to be, just like what she said on the call just now, she's like, you will find yourself in situations where you are experiencing like unpeacefulness or whatever, and you will need to go back and learn more and then find peace again, and this will happen. She's like, I've been doing this for 20 years and this still happens to me, and I'm like, okay, so this is like a lifelong journey that I'm going to be on, but it's so worth it, and life gets better every time that I don't mind doing it. So this is like, I've had 2 sessions with her this week. Now she's like, you just go away and think about everything that we've learned, because it was one of those real like epiphany life coaching sessions. Sometimes like they're really hard and they're a bit clunky and you're like sort of swimming around in the dark. This was like crystal clear from start to finish, finding the solution, finding the understanding, finding the like the reasons why and where these behaviors come from. And then now I need to go away and be conscious of the behaviors, and then almost think of how I'm gonna move forward. But I'm so hungry, I need to go downstairs and have dinner. I've actually been up here just planning out some outfits and things like that for a trip that I have coming up. So I've just been putting some key pieces that I think that I'm really enjoying wearing at the moment, and some colours. But I'm gonna go and have some dinner. Yeah. You've lost one. Oh, for goodness sake.
We need to make this a thing on your channel now, where I come down when I'm going on a trip.
Ali's fashion show outfits.
I do this because I always second guess myself. I always value your opinion. Yeah.
So
that means I can take the same jeans and belt, wear them twice. Makes a big difference in the packing. This is what I need to get better at. When I pack, there's 2 outfits a day, plus 2 travel outfits. So I end up taking, just for a few days, like 8 outfits.
Sorry, just to give you some context, Ali's just got back, by the way. And so the last clip you've seen is Ali running through the house with the sausage dogs, having a moment. They are tired. He has successfully worn them out. Barclay's eye, horrendous. Look at his eye. Oh, Bobby, you were so fast asleep. Your daddy scared you.
Waking up to a belly rub is the best way to wake up.
My boy. So anyway, he is planning some outfits, and
so because it's going to be like what, 12 degrees. So I like it without this.
Yes.
I think it looks like really nice.
Yeah. Where's the belt from?
This is Ralph Lauren.
It's lovely.
Got a little gold buckle.
Very
And I
lovely.
have a gold watch on.
Where's the jumper from?
Wedding ring, pinky ring. Huh?
Where's the jumper from?
Johnston's of Elgin.
You're so bougie. I honestly love how bougie you are. Jeans?
This is from Anderson and Shepherd.
Yeah, I need to steal that one from you.
Jeans, I don't know. They'll either be October edition.
Yeah, October. I remember you getting them. So that's the men's Cezanne.
Yeah, and then the boots are Crockett and Jones.
You're so bougie. I've also been telling Ali that I really like his hair like this, where it's like less perfect, and he has like a little bit of definition to his hair where it doesn't look so just finished to perfection. There's like a little bit of like nothingy to it, like it just happened to be like that. I'm very much enjoying your hair journey. So this is the scarf I was telling you about that Ali and I bought together in Anderson and Shepherd, and he hadn't actually stolen it, so I did have to eat my words. But it's like super autumnal.
So when you do, fold in like this, and then half.
Wait, can you come and show? So this is how you should do your scarf folding.
Well, yeah, just if you're going to wrap it around your neck.
Yeah.
There obviously does the waist. So just go half to half.
Yeah.
And then half.
There's a TikTok in this.
Half. Ooh. And you have to start holding it.
Mm-hmm.
And then just keep them going until it's small in the middle.
You're kind of doing that on a very difficult surface.
Yeah, and then grab the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then turn it, and then like that.
Uh-huh.
And then when it's on.
Very nice. That's like a real like bit of intrigue to the outfit, that is.
Pink.
Yeah. Sorry.
Quite subtle though. It's just a day outfit. I feel like the fabric's a little bit too elevated for the...
I love that.
Yeah?
I love that.
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit too elevated for this knit.
No.
This is Anderson Shepherd as well, isn't
Yeah.
it? They do the best.
Yeah, honestly, for women, I would wear their ones.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
Very nice. Lovely. Love it.
I think I'm going to wear this one, if I wear any.
I think take the other one anyway.
I like it without.
I like it without too, but I think take that too because that's super autumnal. Next up.
So this is a day to travel.
Oh, well, I think it looks lovely. Love that jacket. That's your Johnston's of Elgin one, isn't it?
So I thought, because it's so big, if I can travel there and back in it, saves a lot of space in the old.
Yeah.
So these trousers are from Kit Blake.
Never heard of them.
Very impressed.
Never heard of them.
Really impressed. I think I'm going to get some more made.
I fully appreciate that those last few clips were a little bit random. I don't even know whether I'll put them in. Wow, bright sunlight, my retinas. I have very dry lips today, so I'm popping on some Ardent 8-hour cream. It's almost like it releases your lips from like the confines of hell. Those clips might have been a bit random. Do you know what it is? I love it that Ali does that. I love it that he comes into the living room when I'm like reading my book or doing some work or whatever, and just like even now, like 11, 12 years after being together, he still values my opinion on what he's wearing. And whilst our style has changed, I always have to remind myself that like this is lovely and you want him to value your opinion on things. I also love that it's something that we share a lot of, that like the joy of dressing is something that we both share as well. It's also lovely that I really enjoy the way he dresses, and the outfits that he was wearing last night really made me smile because I just looked at him and I thought, you look absolutely wonderful, not just in like a I want to rip your clothes off kind of thing, but also in a like look at the person that you've become, like from the Nike Dunks wearing, trucker cap sporting, string vest gym goer, to like this smart, well put together, polite, lovely human dressed in such gorgeous clothing and still valuing the opinion of his wife. It's just like one of those things that I was like, oh, it's actually really lovely that he's doing this. So anyway, I thought that I would just explain my thought processes. I know it can often be a bit sort of bizarre when someone just gushes about their husband, but I promise there is method to the madness. I also just wanted to quickly remind you of my discount code with Elizabeth Arden. It is 20% off. It is Lydia20. It gets you 20% off of the entire ceramide range, so including my everyday, which is the advanced ceramide. I thought I'd show you me putting it on because I really need to get some moisture on my skin. This is like it's just my favorite moisturizer of all time to use. Like, it's one of those products that just gives your skin such a gorgeous glow. It just brings it to life. The reason why I love it is because it has those ceramides in it, so it's looking after my skin's barrier, but also it's got this like beautiful sheen to it that almost makes my makeup look lovelier. So it's almost like a makeup base as well. It's also got SPF in it. I think especially for us in like autumn winter time when it can be quite overcast, it's SPF 15. It's just that added extra of like protection. So whilst it's protecting your skin's barrier, it's also protecting from like the rays of the sun as well. So it's one that if you haven't tried it and if you're thinking about trying it, I would definitely suggest it. Obviously Elizabeth Arden is a brand that I just love and have loved for so long, and so it's always such a joy for me to get to tell you about these things, but also it's a good opportunity to try many of their other products as well. If you've been thinking about trying any of the ceramide capsule range, there are so many different ones that you can add to your basket. It's a great opportunity to get some money off. But also if you know anyone that enjoys like the hyaluronic capsules, the original advanced ceramide capsules, I know that a lot of like mature older women really love those advanced ceramide capsules. So whether it's a stocking filler, a main Christmas present, whatever, it's such a good opportunity to like stock up on those things now and pat yourself on the back for getting ahead in September on Christmas. basically all I wanted to say to you. I'm going to get myself ready for the day now. So I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.